The end has been in Minecraft for a very long time, and it hasn't really seen much change in the years it's been out. Like, it's kind of just you come here, you kill the dragon, that's it. And in 1.9, they did add the end cities and end ships and the elytra, to be fair, and all that stuff. But it's still missing a lot, and it could just have more. If you agree with this and you think, yeah, the end has so much potential, they can do so much more with it, then I've got two mods that you will definitely enjoy. Good day everyone and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase, and in this showcase we're going to be checking out the Outer End mod as well as the Endergetic expansion mod. So these are actually two mods that are made by the Abnormals team. The Abnormals have like a group of these mods that are really nice and fit into vanilla pretty well. And these are two of the mods that they have, and they both enhance the end in a few different ways. But enough talking, let's get into it. And if you guys have any suggestions for mod showcases I should do in the future, please do leave them in the comments down below. So we are heading into the end, and straight away we can already see a few different features. One of the main things that the Endergetic expansion mod does is it basically changes how the end crystals look. So for a start, this is usually orange fire, like regular Minecraft fire, that's holding up the end crystals, you could say. And this is usually just like a bedrock platform. If I spawn in a regular Minecraft end crystal, it looks like this. As you can see, it's just fire with a end crystal on top of it like this, but this is actually the new purple fire, and there's also this little platform called a crystal holder that keeps it up like this. So it looks way better, I think, this way. It fits the color scheme a lot better. The next thing you'll notice is the end well has been totally changed. So this is usually just made out of bedrock actually, and it doesn't really fit the whole aesthetic of the end, the same as the crystals with the fire. Everything should be like purple or like a dark color or endstone. I think like the whole kind of endstone creamy yellow texture and like dark purple should be the whole color scheme at the end, I think. And this is what they've actually done in the mod, which is fantastic. They've actually made everything uniform and like color coordinated, which is great. It even has this like special little texture to show you where you place down the end crystal when you're respawning the dragon. If you didn't know, you can respawn the ender dragon, by the way, in Minecraft. So when you kill the dragon, you can then craft more end crystals, and you can place them on the holders like so in these positions, and it actually marks it for you in this mod, which is fantastic. I really like that feature. And the final thing that's changed about like the actual boss fight in the end is actually the dragon's health. So the dragon now has 500 health instead of I think it's 200 it usually has. So the challenge, or the boss fight, is definitely more of a challenge now. Okay, so we just slayed the dragon, and now one of these guys will spawn over here, and these end gateways actually look super different now. This again used to be bedrock. It is now the new mystical obsidian surrounding the end gateway, and there's also these little things at the bottom, the obsidian lanterns, and it looks just so much better, really. And now, as you can see, when you defeat the dragon, it spawns the egg up there on top of this little pillar, this obsidian wall pillar. And it has the lanterns like around it just to show that the dragon has been defeated, and also these will light up now, so you can actually like really tell very easily where you can put down the crystals to respawn the dragon. Also, the crystal recipe to respawn the dragon has been changed. So there's a new texture, or a new block called rose crystal, and you can find that in the outer ends. We'll get to that in a second. But basically you use this now to craft the end crystal. So you'll need 7 glass, 1 ghast tier. That hasn't changed at all. You just need a rose crystal instead now to craft this. And then you can place down 4 of these and respawn the dragon as you wish. But where this mod, or these mods get really good, is in the outer parts. So we're going to take a look at some of the structures, and also there's 3 new biomes with these mods as well. So the outer end mod adds the crystal crag and also the azure forest biomes, and the Endergetic expansion mod adds the poised forest. And the outer end mod also adds in these 2 structures. So we've got the catacombs and also the end tower. So first off, we're just going to hop through the end gateway like we would normal after defeating the dragon. We would like literally just teleport into that, or go to like get an ender pearl or something and teleport into that. And yeah, so this is what we do like as normal. We just come out in our little end gateway. And as you can see, things look super different straight away. Things look very different. So the biome we're looking at right now is the crystal crag. You can see it in F3 if you check it out. You can tell, yeah, outer end _end crystal crag right there. And it looks amazing. It looks like fantastic straight away. And we've got a bunch of these mobs over here. And these are called stalkers. They're just literally like the cows of the end, basically. There's a lot of them, and they're everywhere. And as you can see, you've got some of the crystals around here. So we've got the rose crystal. This is the one that you need in order to craft the end crystal to respawn the dragon. So you will need to go here and get these in order to respawn the dragon. And there's also this crystal here, which is the cobalt one, and we've also got the mint crystal over here. So there's 3 different types of crystals. So we took a look at the crystal crag right there. We can check out the Azure Forest next. This is probably the rarest one that's in the Outer Ends mod. Crystal crag is a lot more common than this one, but the Azure Forest looks a lot something like this. Oh my god, it looks great. So the ground is like a very, very dark blue texture. It's called Azure Grass. It's also a bunch of trees everywhere. And the trees have these azure stamen on top of them. And these are like a light source. They're really cool looking. They're just like a solid white nearly. Looks fantastic. And you got a bunch of these mobs, which are called specters. We'll get to the mobs in a bit. But this is what the Azure Forest looks like. It looks really nice. I think this could actually fit into vanilla Minecraft, honestly. And yeah, there's a bunch of plants on the ground too. We've got the ender roots and stuff. And we've also got the azure sprouts. And yeah, it's looking great. And the final biome is the Poise Forest. This one is added by the Endergetic expansion, and this one is actually quite rare. It took me a while to find this one. But yeah, this one is by far the best looking, I would say. Look at this. This looks fantastic. This looks amazing, actually. So we got like all these massive trees around us. There's also a hive up here. This is a puff bug hive. We'll get to that in a bit too. There's puff bugs like sticking out of it right now. It just looks so cool. And this was like a structure I found in the middle. And I don't really know the purpose of this structure. It's just kind of like a little, how would you call it? Like, what are those called? The little bubble things that you see like that where people, whatever. But yeah, it just looks really cool. We got the blossom fruit over here. And you can actually eat this. I forgot about that. You can totally eat this, and it gives you levitation. And yeah, it grows out of like that flower thing. This place just looks so cool. Like, imagine this was actually in vanilla Minecraft. Like, the game would be so much more alive if this was in the actual end. Yeah, this is, oh my god, this biome looks so cool. Look at this terrain over here. It looks so cool. Oh my god. You got like the crystal crag coming into the Poise Forest. Oh my god, man, this would be so nice to have in vanilla Minecraft. Oh, here we see some puff bugs just flying about. They kind of like have little jittery flight patterns. They go like huh, and then huh. It's really cool. Okay, anyway. Alright, so those are our 3 biomes that these 2 mods will add, and we can check out the structures in a little bit, but first I'm going to show you some of the mobs actually. So if we go through this portal, we can go down to this platform here. And these are the ones that are added by the Endergetic expansion. I'm going to light this up a bit because it's quite dark in the end. And this one's added by the Outer End. These are the ones added by the Outer End. So we'll check out the 2 Endergetic expansion ones first. We've already seen the puff bug, but we can check out the buffalo as well. So we'll grab these 2. We'll also need the chorus fruit. So puff bug looks like this. You've already seen it. It's pretty nice. It is I believe neutral until you attack it, if I'm correct. Yeah, so we just attacked it there, and there we go. It's now attacking us back. So yeah, maybe don't hit these because they're very hard to kill. They're quite hard to target and hit. They have a very small hitbox and they're flying, so wouldn't recommend it. But if it happens, it happens. And they'll kind of like go into their hibernation thing sometimes where they just like stop flying. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to get him out of here. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to spawn in the buffalo. And this is what the buffalo looks like. He looks interesting. I'll say that he just looks interesting. So the thing about the buffalo is they can actually fly. You might not have been able to tell, but they can fly. They start off like this, and they will just jump up into the air and start like zooping around. So if we give this guy a second, he will. Yup, there he goes. He's off. He's off on his mission. If you toss these guys some of this pollen fruit, which we saw earlier, they'll just start munching on it. It looks looks interesting. Yeah, they're quite hungry. They'll just kind of keep eating it if you give it to them. They'll just take it up and just start going like nom nom nom. Yeah, that's them. And if you give them enough of this stuff, they will eventually tame to you, and you can then ride them. Okay, so once you've tamed them, you can then obviously get on them like so, and it looks great. Can you chill for a second? This guy is actually insane. I just want you to go down. That's all I want right now. Okay, great. So they're kind of wild still, and what you can do is you can wear this buffalo vest, and now you have total control of them. So they won't do anything that you don't want them to do while you have the vest on. But they kind of go crazy if you don't have the vest. So if you take off the vest, they'll start doing a bunch of weird stuff and like flying and just basically stuff you don't want them to do. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to buffaloes. You can just kind of ride them around in the end world. You can fly on them, which is a really nice feature. It's very, very handy for getting around the different end islands, because obviously the end is a pretty big place. It's kind of hard to navigate, so having these guys will be very, very, very useful. So that's the outer end one, or the energetic expansion one. So let's move on to the outer end one. So we got the Spectrafly. I've already seen this a bit, I think, but oh no, that's a different one. Sorry. That's the Spectrafly, and it's just kind of like a glowing moth that flies around the world. It's just pretty cool. The next one is the Purple Golem, and this guy will actually spawn in one of the dungeons, so we'll get to that in a bit too. And yeah, he's a big boy. Like he's quite large. You're hefty. Oh, we've got the Stalker here. You've already seen the Stalker. How's it going? You doing well, Mr. End Cow? Hope so. Please get off the island. Okay, goodbye. We've got the Entombed. The Entombed also spawns one of the dungeons. And he's really creepy looking. He just looks like he would be like sitting in a wall somewhere. You wouldn't even see him. Then he's like, haha, here I am, ready to eat you. Please don't eat me. And then we've got the Himalite. And it's just this little dude. He actually looks like... If any of you remember the Minecon mob vote in was it 2018 or 19? I can't remember. There was a mob vote anyway for like one of 4 mobs are going to be chosen to be the next mob added to Minecraft, and the Phantom won the vote. But this guy looks like one of the ones that was actually an option. He was like the, what was it called? The Great Devourer or something like that? Or the, I can't remember, but it looks exactly like this. I think they used the same model as the base for this, which it looks really cool actually. And this dude is just kind of very aggressive, and he will attack you on sight. And yeah, just don't get in his way. He's kind of angry. Get out of here. And finally, we've got the chorus squid, and the chorus squid, it's just a squid. Basically, it's just like, it looks like a chorus fruit, and you're like, oh, chorus fruit. I'll just go get me some of that. That looks tasty. You just nom that down, but turns out you can't actually punch it. And when you do, it'll just punch the squid. So yeah, these dudes can be seen like just chilling about or flying, depends. So yeah, and they spawn in the chorus forest that you can see in like the regular end. And that is pretty much all the mobs. So next we're going to check out some of the structures. We got the Catacombs and the end tower, so we'll go to the Catacombs first. And as you can see, we're just in this like labyrinth area, and there's a bunch of skulls on the wall. There's a chest here with some very good loot, so you do want to go into these things. It will definitely be worth your time. That's actually music just added by the mod, which is pretty cool. But look at this armor though, protection 4 and breaking 3, like are you serious? That's maxed here, that's crazy. Some of them do have curse of binding and stuff, and curse of vanishing, but don't worry about that too much, okay? Right, so yeah, as you can see, there's just a bunch of like mazes and stuff that you have to go through in order to find the loot, the really good loot and this kind of thing. So you just kind of have to keep navigating this as best you can. I will actually go into game mode spectator so I can show it properly, what the layout looks like, because it'll take a while otherwise. So there's actually a room down here, as we can see. Oh, this isn't a room. The heck, this isn't a room at all. There's no chest here. What a scam. But yeah, it's a lot bigger than it looks on the outside. When you first come into it, it's probably like, oh, it's just like a little hallway or whatever. No, it's actually quite long. It's much bigger than a regular Minecraft dungeon. There's a room over here with a brewing stand, and there's an endermite in a test tube or something, I guess. Very interesting. Very, very interesting there. We got, oh my god. Oh, I forgot to show this. This is an ender grade. Yeah, they're just about just being weirdos, to be honest. They're just weird. Ah, here we go. This is really cool. We got some Spectraflies in a little, I don't know, enclosure with a little mini tree. It's kind of interesting. There's also a chest here, so I'm going to check this out. Oh, that's a terrible chest. Compared to the other chest, that one is terrible. Oh my god. The room here with some shulkers just chilling. Yeah, that's kind of mostly what there is to these dungeons. They're not like, there's not like a crazy amount in them, but the armor is very good though. If you do come across one of these, definitely keep looking till you find the armor, I would say. One of those loot chests with like all the diamonds and stuff is definitely worth having, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the Catacombs. As far as I can see, those are kind of like the main interesting rooms that I could find anyway. It's just a lot of these ones, like the empty ones and the ones with the shulkers in them. So yeah, and finally we've got the end tower. The end tower looks like this. You might say, oh wait, this is absolutely tiny. What the heck? Wrong. Oh wait, is that a Catacombs there, or is that the end? That's the end tower, right? Yeah, it's the end tower right there. And you might be like, oh, this looks tiny. Well, wrong. It actually goes downwards. So you have to go down here and then you've got the maze area. So here's one room anyway. We've got the little Himelites in this dungeon, and we've got a book with Smite 4 and Fortune 3. Another random book there, or another random chest there. That's not really a great loot room. It's a spawner there, I guess. This one has Protection 3, not bad. We definitely take Protection 3. Oh, there's an end tower over there, or an end city. Cool. This room just has a jukebox. Oh, that's so cool. Do you see the reflection in the glass? Is that a shaders thing? That's really cool. But this room just has a jukebox. There's water on the outside. Is there anything in the jukebox? No. Weird. Okay, so I had a quick look around the whole structure, the layout of it, and there's not much in this at all. This is really, really bad, in fact. It's just this room, and this room over here, and that's literally it. There's nothing else in the whole thing. There's another Catacombs over here, though, which is nice at least, but this dungeon was really, really bad. So I don't think they're always this bad. This one was just particularly bad, so yeah. Anyway, over here we can see some chorus squid. He's just chilling. He looks like a regular chorus fruit, right? And then you punch it and then it's like, bam, chorus squid. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Outer End and Endergetic expansion mod. They are really, really cool, and they add a lot to the game that the End is currently missing. Because the End is still bland, even after 1.9 with the combat update and they changed up a bunch of stuff, it's still quite bland. And I feel like they could definitely do a lot more with it, and this mod I think does it pretty well without making the game too imbalanced. So yeah. And that will do it for this mod showcase. I would like to thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to check out the mod, there is a link down in the description of the video you can go to, as well as a link to a playlist with all the other mod showcases I've done. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like to show some love. Also, if you are new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and turn on notifications. That'd be amazing. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.